I shall try my best to speak to this idea of standing tall, reaching higher, and seeing beyond. My mother always used to tell me, speak properly and stand up tall. She always used to say that. She'd also say, never a dull moment. And I didn't know what she meant, but every one thing that came out, never a dull moment was her response. But she would always say to me, speak properly and stand up tall. Sometimes you'd have a little clout accompanying that. And I would thump in the back to ensure that you stand up tall. She'd also say, comb your hair and put up your pants, but that's another story. But let us focus for a moment on the fact that her simple mantra, speaking properly and stand up tall, has led me to being who I am today. And I thank her for that. You know, because this is who I am. I speak. I'm a communicator. And standing tall is what I do, what I've learned to do, and what I do because it is my right and duty to do. Stand up tall. We all stand. It is an act that we all engage in. Scientists tell us that the very act of standing is defying gravity. To get up from four legs crawling around and actually stand up is work. So we don't work every time we stand up, but standing up tall is a whole other consideration because we can all stand, but standing tall is a whole other reality. I used to be short, real short, and a little rotund. But then at 14 I went away, I went to New York City for the first time. And I came back from August holidays tall, just so, spring up, long legs, long arms, falling down, awkward, very awkward. And it didn't help that my other cousins and the people I used to hang around with were still kind of short. So I started to do this, to fit in and to blend in, to not be tall. So she'd say, stand up tall. And I'd say, well, God, she'd say, speak properly. Right? So that was my mantra, speak properly, stand up tall. And what does she mean by that, apart from telling me to correct my posture? Because correcting my posture was the most immediate thing, but she was actually telling me to stand up, pull it together. And from working in theater all these years later, I realized you need to use your core, your center, and really pull yourself up to be seen. And people see it in you, people respond to it. I see it in the tall men and women that I've come to work with and appreciate over the years. When they come to you and they're like this, Shimakis are long like me, I'm like this. First thing I do is stand up. Yamaki, stand up in a neutral position and get ready for them. They're ready for anything. So I just always start my class by making sure people know how to stand up. And then stand up tall and say your name. What's your name? Wendell Manwarren, sir. Not Wendell Manwarren. Say your name, who he is. Right? So we start from there. Simple things. Simple things that go a long way towards defining who we are and how we engage this life. Because standing up tall can be a dangerous thing. You can get your head lopped off for it. You can get cut down to size. It means standing out, sticking out. And that's a dangerous thing at a certain age and in a certain space in the societies that we inhabit. So the simple command and imperative to stand tall is a very, very brave challenge. And I've been preparing for a new carnival show and I've been reading up a lot about warriors. And a warrior is one who's described as one who's brave. And then I read a little further and they say to be brave means to be not afraid of yourself. Ultimately, being brave means being yourself. So stand tall is a command to be brave and to be yourself. Reach higher. From this new perspective, from this new height, you still have to reach for more. But you now start, and in this life there's lots of people who just want to stretch you, and pull you, and bend you and twist you. But the ones who want to stretch you are the more crucial ones. The ones who you figure at a certain point in your life is like, you're sending for me or what? Oh God, I can't do nothing right or what? After my mother told me to speak properly all those years, I had to come by you and think now, thanks to Peter Mitchell, you have to think before you can respond to it. You know, you have to be pretty sure yourself to respond to a direct workout. So stretching and reaching higher is an imperative. You're deciding to stand up tall. You can't stop there. You have plenty more height attached to you. Even as I stand here, I stand up taller and taller by the second. Willingly, consciously. Yeah? Not slouching down, not drooping down. You have a time and place where when I'm watching TV, I sweat at you. But when I hear I'm tall, I'm present. So reach high. I have a little reach higher story. In 1996, I went to work with Peter Mitchell at the Atlanta Olympics. And I was working as an assistant to him and as a choreographer and many other things. I was there for 4 months. And in that time, there was a little notice saying there was an audition for drummers for Gloria Estefan. Now, Gloria Estefan at the time was a real big act. And she had a song called Reach Higher. If I could reach higher, then for one moment in my life. A very stirring song. It was the actual theme song for the Olympics. And I decided to answer the call to audition to be a drummer for Gloria Estefan for the closing ceremonies. I didn't tell nobody in the rest of the camp. I had a couple of trainees up there. I didn't tell nobody. I decided I'm going to do this. So I went and auditioned, and the man handed me a sheet of music. And I say, what? I come to beat drums. It turns out that drummers is actually read music too. I didn't know that. Now let me also tell you, I'm not a drummer. But something get inside my head, I'm going to beat drums for Gloria Estefan. And I figured, well, I'm from Trinidad. You know, the beat of the song is I practiced that, and the old table taught me on a drum. So they say, well, what kind of drum do you play? I say, well, give me a djembe or something. And they give me a djembe. And they give me the sheet music, and I play there, and they start the drum. And I go, next thing I know, I was part of the final 12 people they select. Reach higher, you know what I mean? Take a risk, be bold. So that's the reach higher part of the whole thing. See beyond, because, you know, we don't want to stick too long. We want to stay too long talk. I was just telling Marcus, I'll probably abandon my written text by the time I stand up here, and more or less abandon it. I want to make my main points. Seeing beyond speaks to vision, perspectives, ways of seeing, imagination, and possibility. I used to have to walk on this road every day for a couple of years, and I actually lived right up at the top of it around there. And one of the wonderful things about these communities is that you have the ability to see beyond the hill. You have a perspective, you can look down, you can look out, you can look about. And I really enjoyed climbing up the hill and seeing beyond, seeing further. And seeing beyond follows on the other two things. You stand up tall, you reach a little higher. You're not just going to reach for right in front of you, you want to see beyond. So that seeing beyond is a natural follow of the standing tall and of the constant need in your life to reach a little higher, because Peter Mitchell was one of my great influences. You know, he had a mantra. His own was, dark good is not good enough. Dark good, not good enough. That was his standard mantra in the mass camp. Don't make a mass and say, but that good man is only mass. He will go crazy. And that's something we take into our that good. So when your boy come out, who's my real supreme example of TallMan, because we can't make a move without Canal. Tricanal Cutter Claire has come to be so dependent on this young man who came into our show about 5 years ago singing backups for somebody, and now he runs the show. Yeah? So, come on boy, you've been standing tall, reaching higher, and seeing beyond, and now you're directing TallMan, and I look forward to seeing what you're doing. And I want to encourage TallMan and the people behind TallMan and around TallMan to keep standing tall, reaching higher, and seeing beyond. I was talking to a partner today who's a fellow artist, and I say, when I do something with TallMan, you see, boy, I really like that, I envy that name, and I wish I could achieve that name with a real strong name. Yeah? So give thanks for the opportunity to just share with you, to be a part of what you're about, and to always remind you that, you know,